to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is the Free Fire C Championship Semifinals Day 1. We'd like to apologize for any inconveniences for the technical difficulties experienced by each and every one of you guys at home. And just so you know, I'm the Hound and he is KBC Sensei. So
Yay.
Kenneth, always great to have you on the show. I mean, we did see a very good, interesting game number 1. However, there was a little bit of an issue with the YouTube stream or whatsoever that had to be cut short. However, we are going to be going into the second game relatively soon, and I can't wait to see what's happening on the show because we can't. Well, the monitor right now isn't showing anything, so
It's showing windows, by the way.
it's
Just
showing
like a couple of
windows,
windows. Just normal blue skies over here. But here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We did see that during the middle of the battle, there's a lot of teams that are actually outside around the danger zone. So they're actually tanking that danger zone number 1. So it looks like we are trying to see which of the teams are trying to put forward in here. Now it looks like we're going to go to the previous highlights here. And let's talk a bit onto the show. So we're just going to wait for the screen to come up here and we can talk more about the game. So now, if you notice, right, everybody is just tanking the danger zone. Like I said before, danger zone 1, level 1, very, very, just like bite on the end, bite a bit, not too much, and but once this particular danger zone level 3, it's going to be very, very painful. And you can already see the rankings of here. How? Take it away.
All right, so Patlang team as well as GS team will be able to get the most kill points as well as placement points. We do see Newbie trailing not too far behind, pretty high up with the placement points. However, not enough kills.
I still remember they only had one more member left, right? If I'm not mistaken, they get number 3.
Yeah, not too bad actually, considering for Newbie. We do see Not Good Kids C, Evil Gaming MYB, as well as Tiger Squad, Caffeine MY, Mixed Team KMF, OMR, Manja, Vintage MY, and One Village make up the rest of the ranking. So this is going to be game number 1 ranking right here, and this is the total score for Group FF Alpha.
Wow, I mean, this is going to be very, very close to between all the teams, and we have to keep an eye onto Patlang team here. I need to know what they are doing instead of, just surviving for that round, trying to become the Booyah team. Booyah basically is the winner for the team. He also get 11 kills back forward. So, hey, it's back to us again. No longer the window screen. I get to see your nice face over here.
Yeah, we finally got to see that. So, anyway, for those of you guys who don't know, this is the Free Fire C Championship. 50,000 ringgit up for grabs of prize pool here. So that's a lot of money there. Makes me reconsider my career options as a caster. I mean,
you want to be a player?
Yeah,
really?
I would like to be a player, but hey, I mean, come on. Realistically, a lot of the top tier teams are the only ones that get that kind of access to that kind of money. I mean, it's not very easy. It's just like any other athlete, right? Not everyone's a Michael Jordan, not everyone's a Mike Tyson, not everyone's a Muhammad Ali. You've got to put in a lot of work, and we can see already just from the way they play, these teams are definitely looking to be the next Tiger Woods of the sport or Muhammad Ali or Free Fire. So that's definitely going to be something that a lot of these teams need to consider. So let's talk a little bit about walls, right? So walls just now were definitely put down quite a bit, and I do like the fact that utility was definitely being used really well. However, I do have a little bit of criticism with that kind of strategy, because when you are trying to push out so much in the open and you have teams actually it's a lot easier for a team of 4 to actually spray you down behind the shield. And the problem is, because there are more than one person firing at you, and there's going to be sooner or later a person that's going to be throwing a grenade at you,
Yep.
you actually get trapped behind the wall. So do you feel that there should be a change of strategy in how they put those walls up?
Depending on the situation, like if the walls is able to block fire bullets, they are able to run away from there. Or if the grenades comes in, they have to quickly reposition themselves. I think Free Fire, one thing good about the players or the heroes is, as long as you equip a melee weapon, is able to run as fast as possible away from danger. Speaking of away from danger, we're gonna head into the danger right here. It's gonna be map number 2, and it's gonna be the Purgatory map. For those who don't know, Purgatory map is actually a bigger map comparing to Bermuda. It's a little bit slow paced comparing to Bermuda, because Bermuda is a lot of close areas, but this time around the teams are able to go to their respective loot zones and just chill a bit, unless of course they are trying to go into the hot zone like Brazilla over here.
So
just
looking
calm down.
at how the flight path is KBC, I do like how some of these teams are going to be spread out a little bit. I do like the fact that with the flight path,
Yep.
moving towards from Forge, I think, towards Marble Works. So that's going to be very interesting. Quarry could be an option for some of these teams, as well as Crossroads and maybe a bit of Brasilia as well. So this is going to be very interesting. We're going to be seeing Patlang team as well as Tiger Squad, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Is pretty much nearby each other. So there might be a little bit of early action that's going to transpire between these two teams at a lumber mill.
Lumber Mill is also one of the hot zones. I did predicted that Brasilia is one of the hot zones. Marble Works, Crossroads, you do have good loot, but not many people would tend to go there. So it's only like one team that helps out with the whole section. And again, it's coming down to the teams. Whoever can control the particular area, they get the most loots. But they put themselves in a big position or a huge risk that, hey, they might die earlier hours and they might get kicked out. But Malaya Tiger, aka Tight Squad Squad, will be going against Pak Lang, the 1st and the 6th team. This is gonna be so... Why?
Yeah, I mean, we can't cover all of the teams at once, so we do want to get as much of coverage for each and every one of these teams as possible. We do see coming in from the side of GS team, they are going to be moving towards, they are going to be holding on towards compounds near Brasilia, so that's going to give them quite a bit. So M14 already for him. For one member of GS, we do see Vintage MY as well, pretty close by to team number 8 as well. There's going to be GS team, so GSC and Vintage MY might actually fight against each other. We're going to go back to the Patlang team. There's going to be fighting against Tiger Squad, so this is going to be very interesting. Already a loot crate already being picked up, I think, if I'm not mistaken, for members of Tiger Squad. Is that a loot crate? I'm not sure.
I don't think so. I think it's just next to the oil barrel. By the way,
Oh,
you
okay.
can actually dress yourself as an oil barrel.
Oh, yeah. That's one. To be fair, I mean, I didn't have much time to study for this game, mainly because of coming in as a short notice replacement. But was I surprised that you can actually disguise? Definitely a jump scare moment for me, that's for sure.
I hope nobody dies by getting killed by the oil barrel disguise. I mean, that would be the most humiliating thing, I would say.
Well, thanks for making me feel better about myself. Patlang, I think, does see certain members of NGK, Not Good Kids, so this is going to be interesting as well for them. Oh, but we do see Not Good Kids C is going to be fighting off against them. Oh, no, excuse me, sorry. I thought they were a different team. I got a little bit confused there. So, looking at this, they are not going to be taking any of these shots towards NGK. I think it's good, mainly because the Tiger Squad wants to get as much information as they can.
I mean, Tiger Squad, Pak Lang, everyone is just trying to send one of the scouters, aka the lurkers, just getting more information and hoping to transmit the information towards the team saying that, hey, you know what, there are enemies here. We have to be very careful. Maybe we have to reposition ourselves to a different place. Like I said, you don't want early engagements before even the first danger zone starts. It will be proving very detrimental towards your development back into the game. Can see that the circle is going to head towards the Marble Works area. I did mention that the Marble Works is one of the hot zones, and sadly enough, we haven't seen any quick kills coming forward.
I don't think we have seen any quick kills yet. We do have all the teams in the game, so there's going to be 11 teams of 4, so 44 players
Correct.
in total. So I don't see any
Deaths
deaths or eliminations thus far. So I think that's going to be pretty good for a lot of these players, mainly because that's going to mean that the later stages of the game is going to be action-packed. However, the early stages of the game is just going to be more of the same, which is going to be teams just looting as much as they can. But we do see some fire there coming in from the side of NGK. NGK right now trying their best to put off some shots towards other members of team number 7 right now. Dato now in a little bit of trouble here. Getting shot while he's getting on the zip line. Don't know whether or not that flying fox will be a dead fox, but we do see other members of... Side of NGK as Patlang team right now will be losing one member in Datji.
I mean, this is where the weaknesses of the zipline. The zipline is able to get you from one area to another instantly and quick, but you are exposed to the gunfire coming in from your opponents, and that's a very good kill by Dr. Kids. I think one of them uses the M416. The M416 is not really a great weapon going in with the scope shooting comparing to the Farmers, but again, it gets the job done. I think the rest of the members just point out the one single member and they managed to take down Bob, if not mistaken.
I like the fact that Caffeine MY is actually holding on towards the... towards the west side of the map. So we do see that...
Quarry, if not mistaken.
Quarry, yes.
Yeah.
So because they're going to be onto Quarry, 3 bridges are going to be basically the point of contention for a lot of this team. We do see some shots. So will they be able to take them down? Some really good quick scopes here coming in, and it seems that a kill going to go over towards Easy Dog as mixed team right now looking towards getting... showing that he may be easy in terms of his demeanor, but he's definitely going to be a killer in terms of how he takes people down.
I mean, the Scar is a tier 1 weapon, just mowing down opponents down to the HP, and there's an instant kill coming forward. But another skirmish coming forward here. Team number 6, OMR Manja going out with team number 10. Oh, this is again the same deja vu moment. Sieging the building.
I mean, it's just usual tactic here, just to siege out as much as they can here. And we do see members of Vintage MY right now trying their best to actually take down members of Manja as well. So this is going to be very interesting to see. OMR Manja right now trying to get as much as they can here. Oh, some good shots there coming in from the side of EVOS onto Joko Widodo. So we do see that members of team number 10 right now is going to be holding on as OMR Manja now holding on to this position, trying his best to get it. And I do like the fact that this is a very good shield to use. This is a very good shield because he knows that shots can only come in from 2-3 sides of the compound. Some grenades there being thrown to the side of Vintage MY. Another beautiful grenade lobbed in, and he sees that Vintage MY now has to take a little bit of damage in that exchange.
They're pushing in.
Oh boy, the push is going to be pretty good here as members of Vintage MY now is going to be taking in a lot of damage here. I do think that Kachao is in a little bit of trouble, mainly because I don't think he has enough time for him to heal considering the pressure is going to be building up. He does have a little bit of EP as well as HP, but I don't think it's going to be enough. One spray could end him. Another bomb there being thrown down from the side of Vintage MY, trying their best to stop the push coming in from the side of OMR Manja.
I think EVOS just get the first blood in this skirmish. Maybe he should knock down one of the members, and it looks like it's going to be a push. Now, speaking of which, that shield wall is called a glue wall, where you can actually use the ice grenade to make walls, and it kind of shifts the battlefield towards your own advantage because you can able to put out enough particular coverage and a protection towards you, and you can even change the outcome of the environment. But it seems like the skirmish will move to another camera. Not good kids earlier on taking down one member of Team Pak Lang, and now we're gonna move back to Pak Lang.
Alright, so Palang right now holding on, moving, into priority here, but it seems that a crazy amount of damage is going to be taken on towards members of KMF, so they have to be very careful as Big Steam right now. MX may be moving into a very good situation here. KMF definitely in trouble here as Jazz is going to be the last remaining member standing, taking in too much damage, but luckily enough will not be punished. I do like the fact that Team 5 is going to be holding on to this position here. Newbie right now. Nicely done there with MV40.
What about knockout?
Being able to knock him down here. Oh, it seems that another fight is going to be happening. Some really good hits here. But is it going to be enough? The MP40 fight is going to be exchanging shots between one another. And no, Newbie gets taken down.
Wow, Newbie, losing that MP40 close quarter battles fight. I mean, the MP40 only equips 20 bullets without any attachments, and it's a very, very fast bullet fire rate in going in here. So they had to be very careful to spam, to spray and pray towards their opponents. Unfortunately for them, they lost and they are out for this game.
Yeah, a problem here for a lot of these teams is that whenever the wall gets put down, then it really, like you said, KBC, a lot of situations get changed up. So I do like the fact that the wall will be able to take in a lot of damage before it gets taken down. Gives enough time for the team to heal, but considering that the circle already is going to be hurting a majority of the players, they've got to move in they got to move as quickly as possible. If not, it's going to be detrimental towards these teams.
And this is going to be circle number 2. This damage will increase. Hopefully everybody is equipped with EP. For those who don't know, EP as well, it helps to replenish the HP. And one thing different about this game comparing to the Battle Royale games in Free Fire, the heroes, they have heroes and characters that can use the skills. I'm not sure whether we will have this league format where everybody is almost equal, but if they don't have, every character equips a special skill, and one of the newer characters, which is A124, she can use EP to instantly heal her HP.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see how some of these teams here is going to be happening. So for the side of Caffeine here, very interesting shots that are coming easily secure there. For the side of Bob, does have the zip line that he can use to move in this situation, but I don't believe that's going to be an option for him. He's not going to be taking that option, excuse me. As we do see OMR right now taking some long range shots here to the side of MX. MX right now being able to get some of these kills, but it seems that Mah will be able to take down Penjahat with some really good shots.
Yeah, Penjahat, the captain of Malaya Tiger, will be finally taken down and only leaving one more member left alive. And the sad thing is, Team Malaya Tigers, they actually are outside of the next safe zone. So it's going to be very, very painful. Hopefully they get able to tank themselves and move to safety. Oh, not good kid, out already.
Not good kid now being eliminated. We do have 90 to 28 alive. We are going to be heading into the final few stages of the game, and we might see a 3v2 fight here, as we do see that it's not going to be good. Oh! We'll be able to get some really good heals here in the car, and we'll be able to move into some really good spots here. KMF already eliminated from this game. We do see Joki right now in a little bit of trouble here from the side of GS teams. ACH 382 with some really good shots from long range, but luckily enough will not be enough to take him down. But the amount of circle damage. Coming in, and nicely done as All Noob and Easy Dog get taken out. Crazy stuff there coming in from the side of GS team.
This is a good kill coming from GS team. They are able to eliminate their competition one step by step and moving forward safely into the next zone. Now this is going to be circle number 3. Oh, it's going to be a very painful circle. Whoever's outside the danger zone, good luck, have fun. Even EP can't save you.
That's definitely. And even though you have 200 EP extra on top of everything, it's still going to be taking a lot. You're still going to be tanking a lot of damage. I do think that coming in from the side of Tiger Squad, they don't want to be crossing the bridge, mainly because of how exposed they're going to be. So they are going to be taking the low ground into the situation, which has its own benefits and detriments according to the situation. Some good shots there coming in from them as team number 5 looking towards getting some of these shots onto OMR Manja.
Yep, Team Caffeine meeting up with Manja again.
Oh, some nice shotgun shot there coming in for the side of Y, as he will be able to spray his enemy down. He's got to be careful that it doesn't get caught out by other members here, as he is going to be moving relatively safely, relatively carefully in
He's
some
alone, right?
situations. I think he is alone.
Oh.
So we do see here that the circle has gotten very, very close, very, very small, as we're going to be seeing 12 members of 12 players with 5 teams alive. We don't have the actual breakdown of each of the members of teams. I'm good. If I'm not mistaken, with a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful spray of the shotgun, as we're going to be seeing Rezons right now taking Pak Lang team out for the count. Nicely done there, coming in from Rezons as well as other members of the Caffeine MY team, KBC, and it seems that it's going to be a very interesting final game here, as we are top 10 players, top 3 teams now on the map.
It looks like it's going to be Caffeine, GS Squad, and Manja being the last 2 members in the two teams over here. However, it is GS that gets the upper advantage in terms of the next circle. Because meanwhile, Caffeine's going to get some shots.
Shot, if I'm not mistaken, and that 4x scope, and he sees that from another side it's going to be GS team, and he sees that team number 5 is going to be the team that takes in a lot of damage. And 6 eliminations already, and we can see one by one now in a lot of trouble here. OMR goes down, belly down onto the ground, belly down to the ground. Triple kill coming in from this side of OMR, for the side of OMR Manja. GS team right now loses 1 member, as Rezons is going to be holding on behind there, and quartering kill of EVOS. Nicely done there. 8 total kills for the side of OMR Manja, and it seems that the run there is not going to be good. Oh, Rezons right now in a little bit of trouble here, and it seems that the wall is going to be helped. This is going to be interesting here. It's going to be 3v2, if I'm not mistaken here, with members of team number 5 having more members on their side compared to OMR Manja.
And now this is very sad for GS Squad. GS Squad was sandwiched, even though they get the better position in terms of circle, by these 2 teams, like Manja.
And it seems that the AK shots coming in from the side of Caffeine MY is going to be good, but it's not going to be enough. Baku gets taken down. Baku Manja gets taken down now.
Shut down.
And trying to force Manja to make mistakes. The circle team, if I'm not mistaken, team Caffeine.
Caffeine, yeah.
Yeah, Caffeine. And you know what's the sad part? It was Caffeine that take out Manja early onwards in the first game.
Yes,
and now
it
it's the
was.
next time.
It's
Wow.
a little bit of revenge there. And it was a bit sad there. There was a bit of a highlight where the glue walls, actually was more of a detriment more than it was a help.
Correct.
Mainly because of how it denied one of the players. I think
if I'm not mistaken, GS Squad, right?
GS Squad,
yes,
yeah. But I
correct.
can't remember which player name it was. But just to elaborate for those of you at home who missed it, it was basically putting up as many walls as he can, but it seemed that the wall proved to be a bit of a problem for him, mainly because that he couldn't move freely.
Yes.
So we did see members from the side of OMR Manja was able to push onto them, and it was definitely one big shotgun shot away from death for him. So GS team definitely not enjoying a very good performance towards that late stages of the game.
And of course, we have to give credits to Team Manja. They came back coming storming. I think they were earlier eliminated from the first round by Team Caffeine. They managed to last long, but they could not again, and hopefully it will kind of switch the rankings up, because I think Team Pak Lang, they eliminated earlier in the stages.
Well, apparently that was the case, so there's definitely going to be something that a lot of these teams need to take into consideration, mainly because that you can't have teams actually move without a purpose,
Yeah.
right? So purpose is definitely something that a lot of these players need. Urgency is also something that a lot of these players need as well. So for those of you guys who don't know, we are going to be taking a short one for a while. This is the Free Fire C Championship 2019 semifinals day 1. 50,000 ringgit on the line as we're going to be going into the highlights.
The highlights, I mean, this is just, overall just great gameplay, great individual play styles coming in from the respective teams. I think at the end game, that's where you can see which team is much more superior. They can rotate together, they are able to protect themselves from time to time, and you really can see that these are the few highlights. UB, meanwhile, losing the MP40 spray and spray down, even giving M1 a little. So that was the final member of Survivor Chicken, and a very nice win. Your friend of 3 to 4. Caffeine again, more highlights than double kill. This is a
team here as OMR Manja. We are going to be watching as this is going to be the final few segments of the game. Booyakasha, baby, for the winners, Caffeine MY.
Yep, Caffeine MY. Good game today. We are looking for... Have you seen the difference between Purgatory and Bermuda? One is a very small map, one is a very large map.
And I do see a little bit of a difference in playstyle here. I do like the fact that for Purgatory, a lot of teams do have a little bit more options in terms of looting. I do like the fact that they are able to move in a situation. They're able to move a little bit more freely compared to the previous map.
Correct.
So I do like that, but at the same time as well, too much looting early on.
Yeah.
Does
Not much engagement.
Slow the engagements
Correct.
down a little bit, which I think is great, mainly because that towards the final few circles, we're going to be seeing just balls to the wall, bamboozling action left, right, center, back. So I do believe that it is a little bit of a win-win situation, but you've got to be just a little bit more patient in that particular map for Purgatory.
Yep, I definitely agree with you, Dehan. As we're gonna most likely haven't gone into the short break yet, but again, we're looking forward for these teams at the bottom rankings to somewhat start moving their motors up, because you don't really want to lose as much as possible in hand. We're gonna go to game 3 later after this short break. Ladies and gentlemen, your Free Fire Championship will be right after the commercial break. So stay tuned.
Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. Programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now, we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Free Fire feature. Thank you guys so much for staying patient with us. So sorry if we have any technical difficulties, as of course we will be shoutcasting for all of the games for FF Alpha and FF Bravo, the two sessions for today, the semi-finals, ladies and gentlemen. My name is KBC Stay. Alongside with me is none other than the Hound, and we're gonna take our games all to the next level play. The Hound, so far 2 games in a row. What have you learned throughout the game itself?
I've learned that walls are definitely something of a double-edged knife. It can work to your advantage, it can work to your disadvantage. I did like the fact that a lot of the teams played really aggressively, and I did feel that a lot of these teams were in a bit of situations. Let's take a look at the total score thus far. Pak Lang as well as GS team are going to be holding on to the top spots here. Equal number of kills, almost equal number of placement points here. But in terms of total points, not too far behind from one another. Omar Manja as well as Evil Gaming B is going to be in a bit of a problem here because there is going to be a bit of a deficit, big gap here. But nothing too much that the teams can't actually climb back onto. So placement points is going to be very important, as well as getting a higher number of kills. Making up the rest of the leaderboards is going to be Caffeine MY, Mixed Team, Newbie, Not Good Kids C, Tiger Squad, Vintage MY, KMF, as well as One Village.
Yeah, I do agree on that. Pak Lang, although they did not have a top 3 finish, they are are still very, very strong, and I think it's contributed towards their kills. The contribution comes from there, and of course, GS team got tied up in the sandwich of the glue walls, as you mentioned before. Could not get that booyah. Unfortunately, fortunately for them, they're still in number 2. And of course, the rest of the players are just somewhat near in terms of points, but as slowly you can see the difference between the stronger teams and of course the not so stronger teams.
Yes, I like how you said not so strong.
I wanted
teams.
to use that weak, but nah. Everybody's strong here.
I mean, everybody's strong here, but
Yes.
sometimes
Semi-finals,
considering RNG, considering how they place
Yes.
themselves, and
Weapons.
sometimes rotation is
Good.
definitely going to be a very big issue for some of these teams.
Correct.
However, we do see that Patlang as well as GS team are getting closer and closer towards that 50,000 ringgit prize pool. Remember, there is a lot on the lines here. We are still at the semi-finals, so it's still anyone's game. It just depends on who is able to get that ultra instinct. So I think we've already done one map of Purgatory already.
Yes.
I think the next map is
It's
going to be back
Bermuda.
to Bermuda again.
Yep.
So I'm pretty excited to see how that's going to be working out. But before anything, we will be taking a short little commercial break after this, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Not really. It's actually 20 seconds to the gameplay, so both of us have to go to the plane right now.
Oh! The flight path is going to be bisecting the entire map in half. So it's going to be going from west to east, heading from the west side close to its observatory towards the side of Karaton. So this is going to be very interesting. What do you predict is going to be the hot zones here, KBC?
Definitely Shipyard. Graveyard could be a good place as well. Observation is going to be the key point for close quarter battles, but I hope that some teams take the initiative to go to Sentosa. Sentosa is an island for them. I mean, literally speaking, it's an island, but they have almost the loots here. Now, speaking in Bermuda, Cape Town is not really a good looting place because as far as my rank games go through, it's very bad. It's just a very big map with a lot of big buildings, but you know, who knows, maybe in this game they are able to find better loots in hand. So whoever gets Cape Town also is a good choice.
They are going to be able to get 2 kills here onto the side of Newbie. Newbie now in a little bit of trouble here, and it seems that shotguns is going to be something of a very interesting fight here coming in, and Jandahat has been taken down for the count here, as well as Datugi, and it seems that it's not going to be good here for the side of Patlang team. They will be able to get a double kill as well as the team kill leader in the entire game for now.
Yes, I did mention before, observatory is going to be the point of contest. That's a lot of infrastructures there and a lot of good loots they can find. There's a high ground and a low ground where players can actually play and confuse their opponents. But it looks like Patlang is going to get the victory for the timing. Newbie still, if I'm not mistaken, in the game. However, Patlang is one more time going to suffer losses in the early stages of the game.
Alright, let's pass 12 as well as an M4 for members of Patlang as well. We're going to be
team.
going over to GS team as they're going to be going on to this fight here. And GS team is going to be holding on towards peak, if I'm not mistaken. Not much contest from any other teams here. We're going to be going over to Kotatua, where KMF is going to be holding on. A Farmas there for one of the members here, an AKM for the side of Jazz. Excuse me, an AK for the side of Jazz here. Remember, this is round 3 of 6. We are halfway through this entire semifinals day 1. So who will come up on top of day 1 is still anyone's game here. But it seems that Patlang as well as GS team is getting further and further ahead in terms of scores. But it's still anyone's game here. It really is dependent on who is more consistent, who plays safer, and of course who gets a higher amount of kills and placement points. Because just just like any other Battle Royale games, there is going to be a high amount of investment that needs to be put for placements as well as kills.
I like how Team Caffeine NY, so sorry for the interaction because we thought that the purple team is always Caffeine, but they kind of switch it up. So Team Caffeine NY, they went straight into Mars Electrics. I like how they kind of position themselves in there. That's a very good place, but look at that. The number 10 team, it is going to be very close. And it's Evil Gaming. Oh, they're going to have a time of their lives. They're going to be very, very surprised that, hey, you know what? No, I thought nobody looted here, but whatever.
Alright, we still have 11 teams. 5 players already have been eliminated, so we do see that some members are going to be experiencing numbers deficit. So that's going to be playing against their opportunities to actually get some direct fights. So a little bit of adaptation needs to be adopted by some of these teams, mainly because that they don't want to be caught with their hands down. We do see now coming in, Evil Gaming now gets taken down for the count here. Some shots that are coming in, and it seems that it's going to be a 3-way fight here at Mars Electric. A lot of places for these teams that can go wrong here, as Chowby now takes down Sekrotic with some really good shots here. Caffeine now, Caffeine NY looking towards the push here. EG now in a little bit of trouble here. Caffeine NY members now taking in a little bit of shots there. Double kill going over towards the side of Caffeine. Caffeine now holding on towards it as Chowby will be able to take it out for the count there. Oh, some good sprays there. Double now in a little bit of trouble here. EG with the MP5. And could it be? Oh. Now is going to be very interesting to see how EG is going to be handling the situation. Very good wall there being spotted out there. Oh, good shots there coming in, Chowby.
Kill leader. Double kill.
You know, there'll be a team at Mars Electric. You already can see that the flight path. Electric Mars is so far ahead. They thought they would have easy loots, but unfortunately they get eliminated from that fight.
Yeah, very bad stuff there coming in from the side of EG. I did like the fact that they did rotate really well earlier in the parts there, but I felt that he held on to that angle a little bit too long.
Yeah.
I did feel that coming in from Caffeine, they were a little bit more coordinated in that fight. That was why they were able to walk away with some really good kills.
Yes, and I did mention before, Free Fire is a game where strength is in numbers, and if you have more numbers, means your team is definitely stronger to play and to last throughout the game.
Okay, KMF right now might actually fight off against team number 9 here, Vintage MY. Vintage MY right now in the green as well as team number 9. This is going to be interesting as the UAV is going to be circling on top of them here.
Oh, it's going to revert everybody's position in there.
Oh,
everybody will be known.
Everybody knows where everybody is, and there's going to be a fight there. KMF Jazz right now taking a little bit too much damage in that situation here with the MP40. Good close quarter tap battle here coming in out. But no, it's not going to be enough there. The M1014 will not be enough to take him down, and he is going to go to the ground here as other members of team number 9 is going to be holding on to this position here as KMF does have all 4 members, but it seems that Nakal in a bit of a spot here as he's taken down. Jazz as well gets taken down as well, and this doesn't look good for them. Long and KMF Ter now into the fight here as Jiwa Kachao now looking towards getting some of these fights off. Will it be enough? Oh! We are going to be spotting onto the other side of the map here as Mixed Team's Easy Dog right now trying to take down OMR's Manja.
Oh, Easy Dog trying to land some shots over here. They want to try to take down the second place winner on the previous round. And OMR Manja has to be very careful to not get caught again.
Oh, some good shots there coming in from the side of OMR Manja to go against members of Mixed Team. So this is a very good spot for the side of OMR Manja to be. They are a little bit spread out compared to the side compared to the other team. Spread out but a little bit tight here. Mixed Team in a little bit of trouble here as I know now takes a little bit of damage from a long-range shot there. Nicely done with the AK from the side of Man from OMR Manja.
Man feels like he's getting caught by two angles here. He has to play his positioning really well, but Man Evos gets the kill onto All New, and All New is finally dead from Mixed Team. So there's one casualty from Mixed Team already. Meanwhile, we move to another.
Again, being able to take him down. That was nicely done here. As we're going to be seeing now from the side of OMR Manja, might actually be caught out here. Big Steve now taking some shots onto the side of OMR's Man. Man right now taking the heal immediately. Does still have a little bit of EP, but wants to get a little bit of the HP onto his side here. As Man now takes a little bit of damage here. Baku giving in some shots onto Joki for the side of Big Steve. Nicely done there with the M1014, getting the double kill for the side of OMR Manja. 3 kills for them in total.
That would be 3 kills indeed. And speaking of the weapon meta, you already can see that the sense that a lot of players that they use the weapon. Oh, look at that. There's another.
And the third team will be able to get higher placements and higher amount of kills.
It's GS team and, if I'm not mistaken, OMR. Manja.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, they're still alive.
They're still alive. Very interesting because this could actually shake up a little bit of the placements of the entire total overall score. So this is going to be very interesting to see. Newbie right now, 1 member alive here, and I don't read Chinese, so it's pretty hard for me to.
Let me try. Kensia. Okay, I don't even know, but I know he's.
To be the places where the circle is going to be holding on, going to be covering these places. So we do see majority of the teams are already into the circle except for Team Manja as well as Team Caffeine. So this is going to be interesting because they have no circle priority. They need the leverage. They need the leverage in terms of positioning. So this is going to be very important for them. Not good kids now. We're going to be holding on. UAV deployed here, and this is going to be interesting. No one's going to be revealed in that. I think no one's going to be revealed under there.
Because here's the thing, Hangar is going to be the point contest. There will be 3 teams over there. Hangar is the only place I would say that they have not only a big hangar, because it's called hangar, but they do have beside themselves. They actually have an like housing area here, so they actually can use that positioning to camp, to somewhat siege at a little bit moment. At the same time, both teams are expecting there will be people over there already waiting for them.
Yeah, but the thing about hangars is that I feel that Lax is that they only have a little bit of boxes, so not a lot of opportunities for flanking.
Correct.
And if you get more than, if you're one guy or a team that doesn't have a full squad,
I think it's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But if
The
you
whole
have
squad.
a team that's a full squad that's able to hold on onto the outside, you might get trapped inside there.
Correct.
So it could be a big problem for more members that want to be holding on to hangars. So I do believe that some of these teams right now are going to be holding on to very good positions. And I mean, just as standard as every battle royale is, there's going to be a bit of gatekeeping here involved for a lot of these teams. Not good kids right now is going to be holding on to a position that is pretty much close by towards mixed
Team
Tiger.
Malaya Tiger, yeah.
Malaya Tigers,
I
yes.
feel like team what was the other team again? I couldn't remember.
Triple kill.
Like I said as well, I mean, a lot of these advantages come in for teams that are able to hold on towards circle priority. When you get to safe zone priority, it's definitely something that other teams are at a disadvantage because you're being able to hold down that
Correct.
position, and urgency is on you because if you do not push into the safe zone, you're just going to get more and more HP deduction as time passes by.
And the pressure from the team that's inside.
Exactly, KBC, and that's the huge problem for a lot of these teams. Lack of urgency. As we can see, a lot of these teams that hold on towards safe zones are going to be experiencing lack of urgency because they don't need to hold on to that urgency. They just hold on to that position, and the rest of the teams that push in with urgency towards the safe zone are going to experience a lot of detrimental plays because they are forced to play in a situation where they are always at a disadvantage.
Correct. And whoever's in the circle, just keep an eye on the map awareness only because right now there are two teams at Kalusiwa. They might be engaging with one another, team number 3 and team number 11. GS team against NGK. GS, they really need to get these kills if they want to stand there.
I think they spotted some members there.
Already.
So this is gonna be interesting here. Some close calls battles here coming in with the MP40 trying to go for the sprays here. Good stuff, being able to get some damage in, but it seems that it's right now. Priority.
You know what's sad about this? You're like, see, I saw the enemy and I found out I only got one bullet in my clip. I was like,
You know? On the side of mixed team, Tigers.
Spree.
Right now. Pretty good coming in for them, KBC. We are going to be taking a look at the overall scores
Yes.
later, as well as game number 3 scores.
Yep.
But man, oh man, was it crazy. For those of you guys who just joined us, he is Kenneth KBC Sensei Ku. I am Nick the Hound Harris. It has been crazy coming in from what have we seen, because it's just been action-packed. We just saw some crazy shotgun
Yep.
plays. We saw shields.
Yes,
We saw
walls.
walls,
Yeah,
excuse me,
blue walls.
being put down, left, right, center, back.
We see trade-offs,
And
a lot
we
of
saw
trade-offs.
trade-offs, left, right, center, back as well. But it seemed that Tiger Squad was the team that was able to walk away the biggest winner.
Yeah.
They had all four. Like you said early on in the cast, numbers is where the advantages
Correct.
is. And because the numbers were in favor for the side of Tiger Squad, they were able to flank, they were able to move in. There was a little bit of a jump scare there because they moved all, they flanked all
together
on
actually,
the same
at the same line,
in the
correct,
same
that's the
line, which
thing.
could have been a big issue for them.
Oh.
But luckily enough, the shotgun was there to take that last player down.
Yep, and then speaking already weapon meta, you need to have the shotguns, you need the MP40s in terms of the close range battles. And I kind of like how Malaya Tiger did was they actually play around. They kind of do the little bit of buddy system. I was talking about one of the teams, NGK. They should have been doing the buddy system around Hangar. But if you notice that Malaya Tiger did a little bit of buddy system where they had the tag team separation, and after that they converged with one another to
Exactly.
continue on the fight.
So we call that, in Battle Royales, we call that a crossfire system.
Like a pincer move.
Like a pincer move, exactly. That's the word for it. So when you have a crossfire system, when one team, when two buddies are crossing against each other, you
Okay.
cover a lot of space. You cover a lot of angles.
So you know what I mean? Let's say I ask you to go to the left with your buddy, and I'll go to the right. Then let's say if the enemy is in the middle, we can at least flank them.
Exactly, and that's the
see?
thing. That's the strategies that I feel that a lot of these teams are really, really adopting really well. And I feel that with the teams that are able to execute it well, definitely will enjoy a lot of consistent wins.
Okay.
However, it is a battle royale game.
Yes.
Sometimes
Luck.
with the luck of
Yeah.
the circle definitely plays into the favor. But there is something called adaptability. If a
Yes.
team is able to adapt
To
and
any
make
scenario.
something work, despite it not being in their favor, I don't believe that RNG should be an issue.
Correct, because it's already part of the game. So RNG is like taken off already in
Yes.
a way. It's like as long as you are able to adapt to the game. So we do have highlights coming in here, coming in shortly. We're just waiting for the production team to come in. Our production is working very hard to get the highlights on. We want to show you all the kills because the last 5 minutes was so intense.
It was intense. It was very
You can
intense.
literally see the hounds like jumping up, jumping down, taking out the specs, open up the specs. I mean,
Yep. I sometimes I had to take off my specs because I
Yeah.
couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't even believe what was happening.
he
because-
needs 4 eyes right here. We're going back to the scoreboard.
So this is the scoreboard for the previous game,
Yeah.
game number 3, Bermuda,
Yep.
whereby Tiger Squad was able to come up on top with 12 kills and 30 placement points.
Bro.
Whereas,
Can you repeat that again? The number?
12 kills.
Hold up. Say again.
12 kills.
12 kills. Say again.
12 kills.
Look at the second team. What kills they get?
5.
Yeah, that's the thing. The
And
difference.
That's a huge difference they're coming in. And Tiger Squad, I mean, 12 kills. I mean, I can't repeat it enough.
Yeah, of course.
Because they just played so aggressive. They played really well. The buddy system worked really well. The flanking worked really well for Tiger Squad. It was Tiger Squad's game. OMR Manja fell off way behind.
Yeah.
But their survival score will definitely push them up a little bit
course.
higher. Mixed team, only 1 kill. But we shall go over to the total score score in a while, but
Yep.
we're going to be looking at highlights as well, right?
Yes, I mean this is where we can recap among all of our and I want to see how Tiger Squad position themselves. So as always, standard plays, everybody is going one another, and it's back to us already. Hi
It's
guys.
supposed to be the highlights.
Yeah,
so.
we're going back to highlights.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, so I think this is where Pak Lang, the first placing team, they kind of
Fell short.
Yeah, fell short. They already lose 2 members already, and eventually when time passes by, when the circle gets shorter or closer to one another, it's going to be very tough for them to kind and survive in the momentum. I like this push coming in from Team Captain against Evil Gaming, as Evil Gaming was accidentally tapping into Mars Electric, and this is the grand chase. You had
Yep.
KFF like running away from VTech MY, but the work out that way.
So some really good shots there coming in from the side of OMR. What I liked about it is that someone with an AR would actually take some shots from long range,
Yes.
whereas someone with the Sparse or M10 would actually push really, really hard into some of these fights here.
Yes,
And
into the
this was where
face.
Newbie got eliminated mainly because of the circle priority that was not in their favor.
Oh,
So
this
this
is-
was where
Gelabah.
the fight was just insane. Anxious fights there coming in.
Look at
Not
this.
good kids now. Look at that. That clutch heal cancel coming in from the side of Red Zone. But Red Zone right now will be able to get some of these shots. And this was where we were going towards the final end of the game.
Correct.
Nice little shot there. Nice done. And Tiger Squad. This was where Eddie was on point.
Yep.
Just going ultra instinct and getting as many kills as he can. And it can be said that for the side of Tiger Squad, Eddie as well as another member of the team were able to get 4 kills each. Booyah for them. Tiger Squad was able to walk away the winner. And man, oh man, KBC, was that a crazy total game there coming in for game number 3.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Very, very insane. And it looks like we're going to head into the ad commercial coming in soon. So this is going to be the 3rd round, and the next game will be in Purgatory again.
Yes, so for those of you guys who want to know the overall score, you guys have got to wait because we're going to come back after this commercial break.
We were programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light. We were programmed to fight, to kill, and to destroy. Death shadowed every corner of the city. And now we have returned. This time, we're here to make up for our own mistake, to bring justice to the world, and to turn darkness into light.